What's in the Racon mug?
Oh, you want to start with the Racon mug?
Yes.
Alright, well, here's a bit of ASMR for you. So,
Racon mug.
Racon mug. What's in the Racon mug? A gun! And also, a Captain America juggling ball that's like his head and it's really creepy. And
Now, how did Racon go on this adventure?
I needed something to put in the Racon mug for the podcast, so I just sort of threw some things at it. But if you want a more exciting story, Captain America was actually holding the gun and was prepared to fire on Racon, but then Racon swallowed him whole.
Wow, that's really cool.
The gun is... You are aware of this gun. It's the crappy revolver thing that I found when I was clearing out my cupboard?
Is it the one that has the trigger?
Or the one that actually works.
Oh, boom, boom. It's like Basil Brush, you know?
Boom, boom. Right, throwing that across the room.
So I was on Twitter the other day. By that, I mean I was on Twitter 20 minutes ago.
Okay.
And, you know, I'm not one for... how do I say this? Over-reliance on Twitter for jokes, but when you go onto Twitter and you see who wants a bite of Santa's Yumnut, our Yum Yum donut hybrids have been given a Christmassy makeover.
Right.
Sorry, that's a trademark, by the way. Santa's Yumnut is trademarked. Like, they must know that that's
I feel like they're banking on that, right?
I mean, that would make sense. I mean, it's M&S. Why? Why M&S?
Why not? It's hilarious.
And that's why mums go to M&S. Speaking of... Sorry, microphone arm. Speaking of that, have you seen the parody of the I make space to protect my nan video?
No, I haven't, but I do want to.
Well, it goes like, unfortunately, for legal reasons, I cannot play this on the podcast. But we are live, by the way. We just didn't acknowledge that.
Yeah, we're doing this one live.
Woo.
This podcast was recorded in front of a live online audience.
Woo! I'll put in stock sound effects in post. You can do it in post.
You just have like canned laughter.
Yeah. But
you know
there's the COVID thing saying, I wear a mask to protect my mates. I make space to protect my nan. And then someone's edited their own one and going, I stay at home because I fucking hate people.
Yeah, that's...
Yes. It's like it's something like hands, face, space,
Sorry, you know you were just briefly mentioning Twitter. I just opened Twitter and seen Stop the Pigeon is trending.
Yeah, that's trending. And that's amazing. It's almost as good as Santa's Yumnut. I mean, I don't know if you've taken a bite, but oh, what a yummy nut.
Oh, it's because Donald Trump wants to stop vote counting.
Yeah, so we've got to stop the pigeon.
So we've got to stop the pigeon. Got it.
Well, pigeons have been shitting on us for years, and I think we need to put a stop to that. So we are going to rally together, okay? Vote for me for head of cuppacrowd, and I will kill every pigeon I see for the next 5 seconds.
Sorry, I was just going through the hashtag and I see Stop the Pigeon in bold. These pirates of the skies terrorized us with their crap for too long. Enough is enough.
We are making a revolution. This is our new beginning. Fuck.
Yeah, okay, so it's basically just a parody of Stop the Count.
Oh, sorry.
Trump's now infamous tweet
from Oz, you will be hearing popping sounds. That's because it's Bonfire Night.
It is Bonfire Night. This is the
I'm
night
hearing
we
like
celebrate...
everyone. It's like it's like an echo. Like boom.
It's
boom,
the night where we celebrate
boom.
Terrorism.
Yeah, I've never understood Bonfire Night. We're basically celebrating a terrorist.
Yeah, the whole point of it, for those international viewers who may not be so familiar, there was some dude like a few hundred years ago who was like, I'm going to blow up the Houses of Parliament. And then they were like, dude, you obviously can't do that.
Yeah, it was Guy Fawkes, and he was like, I'm blowing up Parliament, I'm getting me mates. And then someone ratted on him and he got hung, drawn and quartered.
Yeah, he got caught pretty quickly. And It says how dull the time was, where just like one guy kind of trying to do something and failing miserably is like the most exciting thing that they had to make a day out of.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but when I was a wee laddie, I used to do trick-or-treating like 1 year. I did it like once.
I only ever did it twice.
I remember
but the second time I did it, the people who specifically said, "Oh yeah, we'll be in. You can come and knock on our door," and little me was like, "Oh, I get the whole experience." They weren't even in; they were down at the pub. So I've only ever had one successful trick or treat.
But yeah, I remember I knocked on someone's door and it's like, "Penny for the guy." Like, what? Penny for the guy? And then the mumster was like, "Oh yes, it's from the guy who tried to bomb Parliament." I was like, why would someone bomb Parliament? And now, in the current year, I know why.
Yeah, I can't really blame anyone for that.
But let's do a dramatic recreation for this year.
Boom, 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 boom.
I'm gonna get questioned now after saying that on stream, aren't I?
What?
I just made the notion that we should blow up Parliament, so
Well, I don't think that's a very smart idea.
So, it was nice knowing you, but unfortunately I'm gonna have to bring in my replacement now, so goodbye.
Man, Count Dracula's really getting a hard time.
It was nice knowing you, goodbye. I'm gonna have to bring in my replacement. It is our chat correspondent.
Oh, Jesus Christ! I was just like leaning in to be like, "Chat correspondent, can you please reply to the request?"
I'm quite sorry. Ryan has unfortunately been taken away for the actions which Ryan has said. The police are on their way. It is not appropriate to say that kind of content on stream. You will be arrested. I've heard that 007 is on his way as well to directly take you down himself. Who's this? Oh, Agent 47. Agent 47 is on his way as well. They are all on their way in order to kill you for your threats you have made against the government. In other words, Kitty has said the fireworks are flamboyantly loud. This is a family-friendly stream.
No, it's not. Say it.
Oh, is it? Oh, isn't it?
I said the word. I said the C word literally like 5 minutes ago.
I like how you're censoring that.
Is a very family-friendly word.
Oh my god, did you not realise why you censored it? We've now surpassed our C word limit. We can't say it anymore.
Shit,
we're
buy
going to be
another pack.
arrested. Police are coming again.
I'm not sure who this person is, but I'm going to read their message. Dracoshaw 12 says, "What is this? Watchdogs Legion?"
Who's breathing with his watchdog?
Boom, boom.
Ban from chat.
Yeah, ban them. That's. No, that was
Bond07 says, "Hi Ryan, and I'm going to now go home and cry because I don't have a Nintendo Switch."
Okay, thank you for on chat correspondence. Now go back in the corner. So, pinatas, what are your thoughts?
Sorry, I was drinking strawberry milk. Do you mean like the Fortnite llamas?
No, I mean like the actual, like I have never actually used one. Like the pinatas.
Completely ignored my crappy ironic humor.
But you know, I've never actually used a pinata.
No, I don't think I have either. I've seen like videos of people like bashing each other over the head on You've Been Framed, but I never have.
You've Been Framed. Is that still going?
That's a good question. I think it is.
Like tonight, her dad is putting his children in an incredibly dangerous position for £250.
Well, it's been on ITV Hub since last year.
It's like...
Oh my god, it started in 1990.
Sometimes it's kind of like paid child abuse, do you think?
It's still going.
Is it?
Original
Wow.
release, 14th of April 1990 to present.
Oh, fair play. Fair play.
We're on series 30!
That gets a canned round of applause.
I'm going to pretend that I can hear it.
Yeah, we're just going to pretend. If you're watching this live, then you're getting a lesser experience, but you get to see my face, so you're getting a lesser experience.
I think it might have had a reboot in 2019.
Really?
That's the way it looks.
That's the way it doesn't work.
Oh. Like really faint canned clapping.
Really faint, really delayed canned laughter.
Oh, can we
I'm
get
really
a
great
Discord
at my
sound?
job.
Is that
I'm really
thing?
good at my job. Thank you. Bye.
When are you going to put up your Christmas tree this year? And where are you going to put it?
Well, okay, so we have like in the living room. There's like a big. It's like a chest, except it's like wide and also like completely square. So it's pretty big. We usually put it on that.
Oh, fair play.
But we usually only put it up like a couple of weeks before. Just because I don't know. It's not that we don't feel festive in December. It's just like November's too early, and then if you do it at the beginning of December, I feel like doing it before December is a bit much.
I think this year, I think we're
doesn't-
going to do November, just because, like, you know, it's been a tough year. Who cares?
I see. Like I understand why, but for me, it makes it less special the longer you have it up. Do you know what I mean? It's harder to get
What,
really
kind of
into
like
the
sex?
festive spirit for longer. No.
Well, not that we know what that like. That like we gamer, so
Oh yeah, we're gamers.
we die lonely.
We're not allowed meaningful relationships.
What's a meaning? So what have you been up to recently, Oz?
Well, the thing is, we've been forced to go back to school. So, I haven't been up to anything. Are you playing sad music? I will strangle you.
Sorry, before we were rudely interrupted by an unprofessional
dustman.
member of staff.
By the dustman.
Where were we?
Where are
We were forced back into facility.
we? Nothing but genetic organisms floating on a rock endlessly through the bottomless void of space. That's what we are. That's what we're doing.
Is that our comic quote of the day?
No, but I can read it. Should we do the bit?
Do it. Do the bit. Do the bit. Do the bit.
That night, for the first time since his childhood, the Batman has a nightmare. I'm glad to meet you. Not. Never met you before. Still don't like you. I hate you. I hate you. Why? Why?
Very boring.
I thought that was a fun one.
I like it.
You got to picture Batman curled up in bed with like all his blankets on, but he's actually in a suit. He's still in the bat suit, but he's got like all the blankets on and stuff. And there's just like voices tormenting him, just saying, "I'm not glad to meet you."
What does Batman call his penis?
The bat rod,
The bat rod.
the bat stick.
The bat stick.
Jesus Christ!
The one-winged wonder.
I've just now noticed that my most liked tweet ever is a flipping Pepsi Max meme. And I'm really upset.
Pepsi Max. Taste the aspartame.
Bold, taste the bold. Don't
I
know the
will
rest of the
kill you.
lyrics.
It's like a very clear, like, I have the intent to murder you for just saying that, and you're not gonna get away with that.
Bold, taste the bold. I wonder if I can find the lyrics online.
Max Gold, taste the Speaking of good songs, we did find a song called Minion Supreme, Minion XD.
No!
But
No!
unfortunately, for legal reasons, we cannot make a comment on it, so you will have to find it yourself.
We're not talking about that.
Please tweet me at cuppacrowd.
XD!
Please tweet me at cuppacrowd with your reviews, and I will read them out on the next podcast.
But sorry, I'm just looking through the people that have liked that tweet, and I figured like I've attracted a very specific kind of person. for instance, this person who has Sims 3, The Beatles, Vampire Lover as their bio,
Wow.
and this person. I wrote a little bit of fan fiction. I read a lot more. I also don't understand this whole Twitter asterisk waves arms asterisk thing. So ... Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, in my spare time, I write fan fiction about Jerry Lewis. Now,
Also, the official Pepsi Max account has also liked that tweet, which has made me feel a little
What?
bit happier.
I mean,
Pepsi Max liked my tweet.
I had Matt Gray like a tweet of mine once.
Okay, but do you have Pepsi Max like your tweet? Don't
No, but
think so.
arguably I'd say Matt Gray's cooler.
I would argue that Pepsi Max is better.
Pepsi Max is just a shit Pepsi.
What did you just say?
I said Pepsi is just a shit Pepsi Max.
That's better be right. Better be what you said.
We need to get you like a pop filter.
But yeah.
Okay, if you give me £500 right now, live audience, I'll buy Ozzy a new microphone.
I would rather have the £500 to be honest.
And if you give me £500, I
Shut
can
up.
finally quit this shit job.
You're not being
Go.
paid.
You're not being paid to read the chat. Read the chat.
You're not being, actually.
You're not
okay.
being. That is also true.
Dracoshaw said, "What in God's name is happening?"
I
That's a
don't know.
good comment.
Can we get rid of this Dracoshaw? Because they really, really, really annoy me, you know?
Yeah, this Dracoshaw person's not swag.
Like, who are they? Because I don't want to, you know, just get out.
I bet
get
they're
out of
just
here.
some British idiot.
Yeah, I bet they're like, no, I bet they're like Scottish or Slav. They're Slavian. That's what they are. They're a Slavian.
Completely unrelated note and topic. I
That's
feel
all
bad
from
for
me.
Colorado.
Da-da-da.
Shut up.
Get out of here.
I feel bad for Colorado at the moment because if you look at the US election map and then look for Colorado, they are just surrounded like on all sides by Trump states, and they're like the only Biden one besides New
That's
Mexico.
really fun.
On all sides, it's just Trump, 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 and then Colorado's just like, oh, I like Biden.
Everyone's like, Trump, 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 Colorado. What about Biden?
It's quite scary how militant Trump supporters are.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're not a
Like-
politics podcast, so we're just going to say it's quite
Oh,
scary
yes.
when the giraffe babies are really malicious with their food consumption. Now, the
Jesus Christ.
fireworks did not like that. I'll stop. Okay.
just, yeah. Why aren't we a politics podcast?
Because who would want to listen to us? I mean, we barely get by with being listenable as what we are right now, which is just rambling incoherently.
Yeah, I respect that. I'll accept
They're
that.
probably like tuned out by now and gone to listen to like I don't know like Adam Buxton or something,
And I'm a minion XD.
or the Joe Rogan Experience. Any Joe Rogan Experience found in tonight. Oh, that's a no. I'm not surprised, but you know.
And if you're listening to this podcast, then definitely not.
Yeah, anybody in from Nebraska?
We need more bits on this show. We need more recurring gags, I feel.
I think the recurring gag is our own shitness.
Yeah, but I mean, like, we've got Recon Mug. That's cool.
We got comic quote of the week.
Comic quote of the week. Out of context comic quote. Thank you very much. Oh, I just realised I had such a better one because I
Too late now.
I was reading. Don't care. We're doing a second bit. I was
Oh shucks.
I was reading. I haven't put it in the folder. I'm gonna have to try and find it. I was reading the Sam Wilson Captain America run. I don't know what year it is or anything. I don't even know where I got it. I just sort of looked in my my comics library on the Marvel Comics app, and I just sort of had it, and I was like, well, I got nothing better to do, so I sat and read the first half of it. The gist is Sam Wilson, the Falcon, gets the shield passed down to him like it is an endgame. And it follows what happens after that, basically. He finishes up Hydra, safe shield, good time. That's where it starts.
Good time was had by all.
And he decides, you know, when Steve was Cap, he was really kind of reserved. He was just doing whatever was like generally in the best interest of American people and what most people will like rally behind. But basically, the whole point of this now is America's really, really divided politically, and there is no right answer. There's no collective cause that unites them anymore. They all hate different things. Right? It was so scarily relevant, because I've had this for a while. Yeah. And it's so, like, accurate to current, the current political climate. And basically he makes, like, some political statements, and everyone starts hating him, but also some people don't.
As you do.
And I picked up on this incredible quote. A flying werewolf and a communist? I liked him before, but that's too far.
I'm so disappointed.
Why? That's a great one. Yeah, he gets turned into a werewolf at one point. That was... It sort of derails after issue, like, 3.
Yeah, a lot of things tend to derail quite quickly, like trains when the rails aren't working. That's
so true.
No, and you know, you won't admit it, but I'm right.
But it's like, it's a good comic so far, but it's like, it starts off really topical with like a really clear message and point. And then somewhere along the line, it just turns into like, he's fighting some like crazy scientist who's got carnage inside him, and he's like turning other people into like animal hybrid things for some reason. He makes a Star Wars reference, and
oh well, I'm sold.
Gets beaten up.
I've got something to discuss to finish off.
Oh, what, are we finishing? Come on, man.
It's gonna take a while, all right?
Okay.
Recently, we watched Borat II, and we rewatched Shaun of the Dead. We need to discuss this.
We did.
So first, Borat II. What were your thoughts?
I thought it was okay.
I agree with you. It was okay.
It was not as good as the original.
No, definitely not.
Political humor is a lot more on point, but that's because it's timeless.
That's because it's
nowhere
not
near
old.
Timeless. Yeah, but I feel like the original Borat, you can watch it now, and a couple of the bits are a bit dated, but it's still entertaining, and it still makes sense. There's nothing that's too specific for the time. There are like some things, but they're so like ingrained in history that it's not, you know.
I think my problem...
I feel like this one might not age very well, because it's very current.
My problem with the new Borat is Amazon.
Yeah.
Amazon have cucked the marketing. Like, I was on an alternate video site to YouTube, and I won't discuss why.
Okay.
I've had this on YouTube as well. No, I was on Dailymotion. But, and I got 8 Borat adverts in a row. This has been happening everywhere to me on the internet. I've been on like YouTube,
especially on Twitter.
I've had 3 in a row. They're just
the Twitter one where you get
everywhere.
Like, the hashtags to click on. It'll like automatically make a tweet with a Borat gif.
Like I can memorize the adverts. Like, guess who's back? Borat's back. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Like, I can memorize it.
I haven't seen any video ones, thankfully.
Well, you should use Dailymotion, the best place to watch TV shows that someone's uploaded in 360p quality that used to be on the BBC like 20 years ago.
Yeah. Also, back in the back in the Rick and Morty days, that was like the place to be.
Oh, geez, Rick, it's me, Morty. I haven't watched Rick and Morty since season 2. I gave up. I'm sorry.
I mean, the first couple were good.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say. But no, I think the problem with the new Borat is that it feels so
Corporate.
obvious that there was a real point. There was a story going on, and yeah, it was wacky as always. But then COVID happened, and they changed it to fit with that. They completely rewrote the ending and the direction, which is fine. But it's so obvious that they changed the whole point last second, and it doesn't make sense.
Well, I think my problem
jumps the shark.
With the new Borat film is that Borat was retired, and Borat shouldn't have came back. Same.
I'm okay with him coming back.
Well, yeah, but I liked him coming back for like a little one-off. I don't know, Borat 2 was such a letdown. It was a good film, but I expected better from Sacha Baron Cohen.
The first act of the movie is where it peaks.
Yeah.
Although I have to say, the rest of it's quite an interesting, almost insight into
America.
a certain type of political orientation.
Yeah, it's more of a political. It's like Borat when Louis Theroux, depends how you say it. I say Louis Theroux, but it's almost like Borat turned into Louis Theroux.
It ends in a go and vote screen.
Although I must say, I do love Louis Theroux.
Oh yeah, who doesn't?
Like,
but the thing is, with that,
so
you kind of
fascinating.
I don't know what I'm trying
It's
to
like
say.
I watched when Louis met the Nazis. Where Louis Theroux went and met neo-Nazis, and the next day I watched Borat 2, and it's like, oh, there's some similarities here.
But yeah, no, I'm not against a sequel, and I'm not against the way that they necessarily did it. I thought that the storyline was pretty weak, to be fair.
Mm-hmm.
The one that was already there. I like the character arc, making him actually likable.
Oh yeah, Borat was likable, which was nice, but it also kind of ruined it.
And the thing is, again, it does the jump the shark, goes completely beelines for like a COVID storyline.
Well, I just think
it just feels
also.
It makes it come across as like you're suddenly watching a third movie because you don't get the conclusion to what you've been watching.
Yeah.
But then you're getting new plot, and the story just starts again, just like halfway through.
Well,
That's the way it feels.
I think one thing that kind of made it not as good for me is that there's no Azmat Bagatov, you know?
Yeah, I mean, he got turned into a chair.
I don't know why he didn't come back. I meant to
He got turned into a chair.
No, but like genuinely why he didn't come back for the movie, because I'm sure they would have had him back.
Well, because last time he had to get his little dingly dongly out on camera.
But it was funny.
That's like one of those iconic scenes in movie history.
I think the first Borat is just it's up there. It's iconic. You can't top it.
You can't top it. This did not top the.
It's not highbrow by any means. It knows what it is.
But that's the thing, right? Is it knows that it's stupid and offensive and lowbrow.
Yeah, and we like that.
And that's what makes it fun to watch.
But the second Borat, I felt like sometimes it was like, yes, this is Borat. And then sometimes it was kind of punching above its weight a bit.
And there was a lot of gross out.
Oh yeah, it was like watching a modern SpongeBob episode at times. It was weird.
Well, I mean, if some of the things that were in that were in a modern SpongeBob episode, it was a lot more extreme.
Have you seen SpongeBob these days?
It's more along the lines of like bringing it back, modern Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
It's got that kind of.
However,
she's on period.
Before,
do you know what I mean?
I didn't hear what you said. You cut out.
Oh, you know what? Doesn't matter. It was gross. Is my
Before
point.
impending COVID doom, me, you, and Jake watched a film.
We did. We watched for Halloween, no less. Shaun of the Dead.
Oh, what a movie!
Gave that a fat rewatch.
My mind just instantly goes to the "Don't Stop Me Now" pool cue thing.
Just as a warning, if any of you say anything bad about this film, I will actually go to your house and murder you. Bye-bye.
We're not going to. We love it.
Like, I just...
Good!
I love how well put together. Like, even when David's flicking the switches to do the lights, and every single thing is in time. Even the lights turning on and off, and the zombies like hitting the windows is timed.
Yeah, and something that I was like really like into is like the ways that the film preludes the film in the first act. Every single other line foreshadows either something or the whole movie in so many different and unique ways. And that's one of my favorite things about it. And the same goes for like all the Corner Trilogy, right? They always do it. But Shaun of the Dead was like the birthplace for it.
Oh, yeah. I think, I do think Shaun of the Dead is, I went into it thinking, oh, Shaun of the Dead's my least favourite in the Corner Trilogy. But no, I went out with it going, you know what, I shouldn't overlook Shaun of the Dead in the same way.
I still think it's the weakest of the three.
I still think it is, but it's so hard to compare the three, because one, they're all great movies, and two, they're actually all really different.
Yeah, I was going to say they're all very different films.
I think my favourite might be The World's End.
I know I'm not part of this conversation, but can I point out one thing in The World's End I really like?
Mm-hmm.
I like how the beginning intro like shows what they've done when they were kids, but it actually predicts the entirety of the plot.
I love that. That's so Edgar Wright. Like, he does that in Hot Fuzz. He does that in Shaun of the Dead. It's just great.
I was going to say, he does that in Shaun of the Dead too.
Oh, they made a second one. What?
God damn it. When, God, I can't remember the characters' names. I'm really bad at this. I'm bad at names. You guys know this.
We do.
Sean's best friend. Why can't I remember his name?
Ed?
Ed.
Ed or Pete?
So basic.
Not Pete. It's 4 in the fucking morning.
Yeah, when Ed's talking to Sean and he's like, cheer up, we can do this, and he's like describing a pub crawl. That entire piece of dialogue foreshadows every single thing that happens in the movie.
Yeah, it's so good. If you can read us the transcript, that'd be pretty cool.
That's the wrong spelling of Sean.
I remember this. Yes, it's so awesome. Okay.
I love the next time I see him, he's dead. And then next time Ed sees him, he's dead.
Yeah.
It's stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's one of those films where you've got to watch it. Like, every time you rewatch this film, it's just
you notice
amazing.
Something new.
Yeah.
Okay, I found the scene. Let me just... Okay, a Bloody Mary first thing, right? That's his first thing. He says, you know what we should do tomorrow? Keep drinking. A Bloody Mary first thing, right?
Yeah.
Mary is the name of the cashier zombie who they find first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
And then they push her over onto the thing. She gets all bloody. I'll bite at the king's head. That's the next bit. I can't remember specifically what that
Big zombie?
When they were leaving Sean's mum's house, Philip got back. Philip the king got bitten.
And that's why it's called Philip. Oh, this is good. I like this.
A couple at the Little Princess is the next line. They obviously go to what's her face? Sean goes to apologize to Thingy.
And they bring what's it, David and woman?
Diane.
Yeah. And that's the couple at the Little Princesses.
Yeah.
And then stagger back here to the bar for shots.
Boom.
They stagger back to the Winchester, get the Winchester out, fire at the zombies. Yeah. And then he ends it with, how's that for a slice of fried gold? Which is his previously MySpace account, currently Instagram account name. That's just a fun little bonus.
Nick Frost?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna keep that in my mind. But like, one thing I liked is the fact like the people thought that Winchester was based on a real pub, like the name. But no, like Simon Pegg explained that no, it is literally called the Winchester because they need a gun above the bar for the film to work.
Yeah.
Big Al though, what a guy.
I know, right?
Anything else you want to discuss tonight?
What other movies do we have in common? Because like this is.
I haven't watched many other movies recently. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm trying to think what have I seen recently. I rewatched some MCU movies. That was a good time.
I've listened to Talking Heads once in a lifetime a couple times.
A couple hundred, you mean?
No, only a couple times, to be honest.
Oh wow, someone else liked my Pepsi tweet. Sorry.
Was it Coca-Cola?
Getting a little bit sick of this. No.
Okay, so...
It was Alexander.
Oh,
That's his Twitter at. Just Alexander.
fair enough. Okay, so I don't have anything else to add. Have you got anything?
Probably not.
Okay, give us a...
Jeez.
No. Give us a line to end on. The perfect line.
Cocaine.